Live at 8. Let's see what we hate. It is time for offer review, and Mobile Gamer's back, but by God, it's Saturday, so we're keeping up the Saturday offer review stream. I am also back after not being on streaming much this week due to death in the family as well as kidney stones, which uh, it, that sucks. I hope none of you ever have to go through that. Kidney stones is such a horrible experience. But before we get started, leading off, we got a couple days ago, July big improvements and updates. This was initially put out by the player's voice. And some really exciting information in regards to slower character release, more reworks, more gold, player agency, no more hoarding events, and player council has been formed. As well as currently being voted on for the permanent player council, aside from the interim one that is currently helping out. But the reason, even though this is a few days old, I still wanted to talk about this for a minute because there was an update done to this. I don't know if it was last night or early this morning, but this is something that Beta Ray Bill had brought up yesterday when he was visiting with us, because the initial conversation that the player's voice had with Scopely was that there would be 3 leaderboard events in the month of July. And initially when they put this out, they said there would be 1 leaderboard planned for the month of July, long meta milestone event, and that was it. That was the end of that statement. There was not a comma. Along with 2 more separate leaderboards was added either last night or early this morning. So that was a small typo in the initial messaging that was sent out. So there will be 3 leaderboard events in July, not 1 leaderboard event. But that is still in contrast to the 7 that we had in May and the bazillion that we've had in all the months leading up to that. Moving along, speaking of Beta Ray Bill, the very first person to finish Dark Dimension 6 was Beta Ray Bill himself, and he and I will be working to come up with what are the absolute most dominant characters in each area of Dark Dimension, as well as what are the most affordable to bring up, because at the end of the day, you can't bring 30 mystic characters. That's just not a realistic option. So we tested Global yesterday. We'll be testing Cosmic tonight, and hopefully get a chance to look at City tonight as well. Just a quick sneak peek. The first few characters that are absolute recommendations are no change to anything, with Apocalypse, Kang, and Nova. Now, added to that as a must-have was Vol. Can you get through Cosmic without Vol? Yes. However, Vol destroys Cosmic Crucible. Now, the vast majority of you are going to be slow playing your run into Dark Dimension. So again, this is a long build. This isn't a race anymore. Play to your means, prepare to your means, and know that can change as characters are released. All characters that come out between now and when you get in are likely going to be an improvement for the vast majority of what's on your roster. But there will be exceptions to the rule, and those are 4 exceptions right there. Now, hopping over to Reddit. Did I say CC? I meant Dark Dimension 6. Anywho. Scopely needs to be brought down to reality with these character prices. So this is actually, it's funny that I came across this because this was one of my talking points for offer review. So I'm going to get into this a little bit. And last week when I was doing these Reddit reviews, I was sort of roasting all of them. But this one's super legit because there's an either or offer right now for Vol that is 130 shards or 15 orbs for $75. And that offer in particular works out to be approximately a $43 value that they're selling for $75. And $43 value is based off of $3 for a new character release orb. Orb averages 9 shards, and you can sort of do the math on that. Now, that being said, if you average 9 shards, you end up with like 135 shards of the character. If you average 6, which is the minimum, you end up with 90 if you end up choosing the orbs. So you can go with what the base suggestion, the base offer is of the 130, or you can get the orbs and take the chance that you get a high drop, because the orbs do drop up to 180 shards of a character. Now, that's not realistic, and that's not going to happen for the vast majority of us. I know I'll never get that drop, but maybe you will. Depends if you like gambling or not. Anywho, the prices are ridiculous. $43 for $43 value for a $75 offer. That to me seems to be the most ridiculous pricing on a new character release that I've come across. And maybe it's been that way for a while, and I just haven't really been paying that close of attention. Because normally the new character offers are pretty reasonable. This is not reasonable. Anywho. I'm new. What's the point of an alliance? To get all of your money. In all seriousness, what's the point of the alliance? It's about finding like-minded individuals that you can hang out with and play. You don't have to join an alliance. You don't have to pay attention to your alliance mates. You don't have to do anything. But the vast majority of us are here because we are a bunch of like-minded idiots that love to rag on one another and have fun with one another and be nerds about Marvel and about this game. That's the point. And next, Remedex quit. Say it isn't so. I say it ain't so, but that's neither here nor there. So Remedex quitting recently. And he's been on with Mobile Gamer to talk about his stuff, and I'm never going to put words in his mouth. But at the end of the day, there's always ways to get new accounts. There's always ways he could, as far as this game doesn't have a new player experience content creator. Maybe that's something that he could come back to one day if he ever sees if he ever feels like he wants to come back. At the end of the day, that's up to him. I'm never going to put words in his mouth. But with that being said,
I'm back.
Wonderful, wonderful news that the one and only Pathfinder Gaming is returning to Marvel Strike Force. When he left, there was his reasoning for leaving was he wasn't having fun. The one thing that he particularly had fun with was Cosmic Crucible. Other things were the Scourges and the towers, and all of that was essentially taken away from him. Crucible was still there, but it just wasn't fun because we got a continuation of the same bullshit season that we had previously. So him coming back is, for me, is not a surprise and super exciting. He's one of the most amazing human beings on the planet. Just genuinely good guy that just wants to help people and have fun. And he's entertaining and fun to watch. And I love him to the moon and super excited that he's coming back. A good friend. Also, notably, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about the other one because I don't have confirmation other than rumors, but there are rumors that there is another content creator returning, and hopefully someone will report on that soon. But I personally don't know, so I'm going to hold off on that, and we're going to hop on over to offer review itself. Speaking of the offer that I was literally just referring to, $75 for 130 shards or 15 orbs for $75. Again, minimum of 6 orbs, maximum of 180 orbs, averages 9 orbs. If it does average 9, you'll come out to 134, 135 shards, something like that, for the exact same price that you would have got 134. But if it's up, then it can be way, way up. However, this could also be as low as 90 shards, and that's not going to feel good, FYI. So gamble at your own risk, because this is absolutely a gamble, regardless of how the game is labeled. Next up, Dark Dimension 6 Top City Characters. This might not be wrong. The problem is Mystic, Mutant, Mystic, Like lots of mystic in there, and this is just city, and we still got to talk about the characters for cosmic, and the characters for global, and the characters for legendary, and it's a whole lot of it. What in the world are you doing, crazy man? This little dude is just out here zooming around like crazy. All right, I guess he's tired. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Next up, this is a huge mistake on the web store. I have reported this. However, this offer on the web store reads that you get both this and this for $19.99. That is. Stop it! Stop it! The Jesus. Fuck. We're filming a show here, guys. Chill. The I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. So in the web store, this offer is selling for $19.99. It is 100 shards as well as the rabbit costume, which is actually a pretty dope costume. I actually think that looks amazing. Anywho. But on the web store, you don't have an either or option. You're going to spend $19.99 and you're only going to get this. There's not an option to get this, but it shows that you get both of these. Let's see. Little evil dogs. All right. Next up, we've got Dark Dimension 6 launch special with another orb that is absolutely horrendous in everything that it is and represents. Nova Orb Party Pack. This actually has like the whole. Stop it. This has the majority of the Nova characters, Korg, and some other stuff in it. It's all right. 180 shards for $99.99. So it's 50 more shards than you get for the $75 offer. So $25 for an additional 50 shards. These prices are just absurd. What they've been doing. Again, initially they were doing this as a new character offer for $100. You got 180 shards plus gold orbs and teal orbs and some other random stuff. July 4th special party package. 10 million gold, 2 gold orbs, and some other stuff. This is just, it's trash. It's not okay. This isn't trash. This is actually pretty decent. You know, I do value red star orbs at like $1.50, and that's probably about $3 worth of energy, $4 worth of energy, and then a mega orb. So that's all right. This is trash. Ant-Man and Yellowjacket suck. You know what's gonna making them a 6 or 7 red is gonna do? Still suck. They're trash. They're still gonna be trash. July 4th special party package. This isn't horrible. 1.5 mil. I mean, it's okay. So you get the 2 gold orbs, so that's $2 there, and then that's 5, 6, 7. So it's 7.5 gold orbs, 9.5 gold orbs. So that's about $10, right? That's a little over. No, right at $10. So it's $1 a piece. So it's $9.50. And then you get the Armory 17 orbs, which are about $1 a piece, and the Armory 16 orbs, which are about 50 cents a piece. So it works out pretty close to $15 value. It's not horrible. This I like a lot. The 20 red star orbs for $14.99. I'm a fan. I've already gotten this. I'll probably get it again. I get these orbs primarily for the dark promo credits. So I like it. I like it a lot. I do, again, value these orbs at about $1.50 a piece. I was valuing them at $2 a piece, but I have recently lowered that down just because not getting the dark promo credits at the rate that I need them anymore. This is some bullshit. I just absolutely hate this. Now, I don't hate this store. So we've got the merch booth voucher thing, for the store over here. It's a pretty good store. The problem is, I feel like I'm not getting a lot of vouchers. Now, granted, I'm not a heavy blitzer, so there's that. I'm not, screw all that. Rock concert tickets. Y'all know how I feel. I believe I cursed enough last week doing those. Hey, $100 and you get 11 million gold. That can go to hell. And then this is all trash. All right. So that is it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this offer review. And if you didn't, you can go outside and play hide and go